Hey, William Gilmore here for the screenwritersjourney.com, and it is day 6 of the journey. And today I managed to get a couple of hours in on the screenplay come-ups. I am working on the first half of Act 2. Now, last night I mentioned that I had identified some issues with that act. There were some leftovers from Act 1, things that weren't lining up. There were some forward progression issues, things like that. So I've really been concentrating on that first half, and that's basically from about page 28 to the midpoint at page 55. I have my Act 1 break happening at on page 28, into 27, beginning of 28. The turning point for Act 1 happens on 25, like it's supposed to, according to Sidfeld and the Save the Cat methodology. So that happens on page 25, and then sort of wrap up the last couple of loose ends of Act 1 by page 28. So from 28 to 55 is the beginning of Act 2, with 55 being the midpoint. So that's what I'm working towards. So I had gone through, and I'm a little long right now. My midpoint is coming about 7 pages too late. So I've got to do some cutting in here. So I've gone through the first 13 pages of the second act and done some pretty good restructuring, done a fair amount of cutting and just fixing things up and figuring how things are working. One of the things I did, there's sort of a makeshift operation happening in a garage. One of our characters has been shot in the shoulder, and his buddies are trying their best to do a surgery, basically, in the garage using tools. And I got a little over-involved, I think, in the graphicness of that and detailing the surgery. And what I found when I was going through that was I can cut off that whole end of the surgery part, where we're showing the needle nose pliers going into the shoulder and tugging out the slug and all that stuff, and just cut out right as the surgery starting when he's putting the knife in, and our character is screaming, and we just cut away from that, that moment. So it leaves the tension a little higher, I think. And then we go to meet our villain, who is disposing of some dead bodies, and I think it works better. So in that restructuring and that rewriting, I did add some more dialogue, introducing our other villain, Hiram, who's a corrupt sheriff. And I think this is where we're going to reveal. We've been hearing about Hiram all along, and he's this badass guy that nobody wants to deal with. And so our quasi-villain, Raydell, he's on the phone with him, and I think we will reveal here, since this is our fun and games section, this may be a good time to reveal that he's actually dealing with the police the whole time on this. Still working on that idea, so we'll figure that out. But I've managed to cut out a page in that first 13 pages, so now I've only got to find 6 more pages to cut out to get to my midpoint, and I think I've got a good section coming up towards the end that will take a large chunk out, I'm hoping. So there's still going to be a fair amount of work to make this first half of the act work, but that's what I'm on and what I'm doing. Tomorrow is Labor Day, so I'm going to take the day off. I will not be doing anything. I will be here on the blog tomorrow evening, but tomorrow during the day I'm actually going to do something fun and relaxing, like run to the top of a mountain. I am participating in the Run to the Top at Mount Baldy, and it is a 7.1 mile climb to the summit of that mountain. It's over 10,000 feet. It's about 4,000 feet in elevation change, so it's going to be a humdinger of a run. And I don't think I'm going to be in any mood to sit down and write afterwards. I'll probably be sleeping a lot. But I will be here on the blog tomorrow night. I have a reveal for the website tomorrow night, so look for that. And I will see you later. And remember, keep writing, although you may want to take tomorrow off because it's a holiday. As long as you get your 1 page in a day. All right, I'll see you later.